Hey, welcome to Ride Along Live for today. What? Tuesday. Forget the days of the week, guys, because Lord of mercy, been through a lot this week. So how you guys doing? Welcome to the ride. As you come in, guys, go up and share up the thing. Share up the thing. And welcome. Yeah, I know, guys. I know the attire. I know you guys saying, why am I dressed like this, right? I tell you, don't worry about it. I tell you. Hi, Val. How you doing? So, guys, in the next 4 hours or so, we're gonna be heading off to Ghana. We're gonna be on the overnight. Oh Lord, 12 hours flying, and we're gonna be there by sometime late tomorrow. So right after the program, I'm just gonna jump on an Uber and head straight to the airport. So that's why I'm attired like this. Kind of have time to go and change or nothing like that. So straight from here, straight to the jet, and we head off to Ghana. It's gonna be one whole week of programming live from Ghana, guys. It's gonna be really exciting stuff. So guys, make sure you lock in for that. Hey, how you doing? Big up yourself. Yes. Now we got that out of the way. Sonia, how you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Yes, guys. Share. I need to see more share because today we have a champion. We have a man that's been flying the flag, not only for Grenada, but the Caribbean for many years. And he's here today because he was not just nominated, the brother won a major award. Mr.Killa is my guest today, and he's ready to share all of this great information with everyone, guys. So tag a friend. In fact, tag 2 friends. Tag a few friends. Hey, Sherry Ann, how you doing? Big up yourself. Sherry Ann Carlton, how you doing, guys? Yes. It's exciting stuff. Let me go ahead and share as well, Yeah, honor the king, Killa. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Honor the king, Mr.Killa, man. Everybody share it. Listen, in fact, don't just share the program once, Share the program about 5 times. Just go to your list and just tag like every single friend on your friend list, because Mr. Killa, this brother, I've seen the growth of Mr. Killa. I remember the wood can done since he was baby killer to Mr. Killa. You know what I mean? This guy is the personification of greatness. He won the only, I think, it is the only, not was like, the only non-Trinidadian artist to win Soca Monarch in Trinidad. And if that wasn't big enough, the brother ain't stop yet. He ain't say, you know what? I don't win Soca Monarch and I mash up the place and I do my thing. Now I go stop there. Nah. The man have been helping out the community, been doing so much stuff to assist the community. That's not even all. Killa went further than that. Killa continued to do. And right now, guys, as we said, he won a major award. I tell you, we're going to talk about it. We also have Spine, who's going to be with us also to chat about his great accomplishment. But we have to do it proper. We have to do it proper. So this is what I want everybody to do. Before we bring in Mr. Killa, I want everybody to press the heart right now. Everybody just press that heart button. Just press that heart. Just let that heart fly. Just keep pressing that heart. Just keep pressing that heart. Just keep pressing the heart and share. Keep pressing the heart and share. Yeah, keep pressing the heart and share, man. Just keep pressing the heart and share. Also, guys, over the week, I think Facebook had some issues. Facebook, for some reason, is not sending out all the notification as per normal. So probably a couple of your friends didn't get notification as well. So you have to alert them. So just hit that notification and also tag a few friends that you didn't see yet. Jackie Chiton, how you doing? Big up yourself. All right, guys. So we're going in. The others go catch up, right? The others go catch up right after this, guys. All right. Listen, guys, as I said, I want to take up all the talking time. I started a couple minutes earlier because I wanted to give you guys enough time to congratulate Mr. Killa. But this is the story, guys. This is the story. This is the story as compiled by MTV on the great victory of Mr. Killa. Check this out.
I know a place, where there is rivers of gold. Oh, Lord, and I love you. Grenada, Africa, the Caribbean. One love.
Mr. Killa was among 5 nominees from Jamaica, 1 from Nigeria, and 1 from Ghana. In receiving the award, Mr. Killa attributed his success to his early interest in African music.
I was a little boy in a town, in a little island in the Caribbean called Grenada, a town called Guavetown. At the age of 5, I started beating African hand drums, and I didn't know how. But as I grew older, I realized that I carry a blood of the children that was taken away from Africa.
This win, according to Mr. Killa, is the true definition of not giving up on your dreams.
I am emotional being here tonight simply because so much people said that you wouldn't make it. It is not possible. But I want to thank the Almighty Father. I want to thank my mother. I want to thank the FFF gang, friend, fans, and family, the freedom fighters forever.
MAP had some words of advice for those in attendance.
If we continue what we're doing right now, we are going to take back our place on this planet as the greatest thing that God has ever created. I want to say thank you so much, Afrima Awards. I want to say big up to Grenada, my country, and big up to the whole Caribbean. Keep doing what you're doing. Never give up. Forward ever, backward never.
Afrima is committed to writing the African music story on the world map, and the mission is crossing boundaries with music in alignment with the dream started by African Music Magazine. Reporting for MTV News, I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence.
George, I'm not hearing you.
All right, you hear me now? You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right. I was saying, happy am I to introduce, to bring on Mr. Killa himself. Killa, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed. You know what I mean? And continuously being highly favored. So I would say at this moment, we're ecstatic, excited, humbled. All the good words that you could find to explain and try my best to explain this feeling.
Wow. Wow. I was saying in the introduction, Killa, I mean, you did so many great things, right? You were the only non-Trinidadian artist to go in Trinidad and win Soca Monarch. But you didn't stop. You didn't say, you know what? I did it, man. I don't mash. I don't do everything. I break records. Nah, you went on and you went on and you went on. And to know such a prestigious award. Like first, even before that, before we get into that, tell us about AFEMA. Tell us about that organization and that award.
Well, the whole world could see what I would say African music, Afro beats, and other genres are doing right now. And AFEMA is one of the organizations that actually shares light on what Africa is doing. I mean, I saw people collect award on that night that is not just musicians, but African entrepreneurs in
Yes.
America. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
African presidents and prime minister actually collected awards on that night. So it's really and truly recognizing their people, recognizing their own, and the greatness that they're doing. So when I look at things like that, I was like, whoa, I was like amazed. That's the first time I'm in an award and see like a young entrepreneur that has left
Yeah.
Africa and become successful in the US, receiving an award, being like recognized by his people for his great, job and in great entrepreneurship. So that in itself is amazing. Another entrepreneur is going to, push forward and say, yo, I want to receive an award for that. So, it's just an amazing organization that recognizes not just the art form, but the people who contributes to the art form and the country.
Yes. You know, Killa, the words cannot explain, right? Because a lot of people that look at your success, they be like, what is really propelling Killa to always keep going and never stop? So I pose a question to you. What is it that drives you to keep doing and keep going and pushing yourself and challenging yourself every time like this?
Firstly, it's my dreams that I had from since I was a little boy. And until I don't find those things that I see, that I have seen in my head and in my vision and in my dreams, I'm not going to stop. Secondly, the thing that drives me is that I want to be able to take care of any of my family, especially my mother. If something ever happened one day and I need to be that person that have to defend it, I want to be capable of taking care of my family and taking care of my queen. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if something happened one day and I am not in a position to defend that. So that would be the second thing. So besides the dreams and the Almighty Father and my mother is the people who told me that I can't.
Mm.
You see, the people who told me that I cannot do it,
Uh-huh.
they don't even. You see, the people that has take that little time out to try to fight.
Uh-huh.
Just the other day, I made a text and I said, that is my fuel. They don't even understand the gas that they
Uh-huh.
just put in my tank. No, I have spine there, but spine gonna speak just now. Spine
Yes,
is out here.
we have spine. We have spine. Spine's gonna come out just now.
Spine is somebody that we be working together. So every soca monarch in Trinidad and Tobago, Spine is who do my bookings on the ground. Spine also traveling with me internationally. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's somebody that really understands the science of the music and the industry and what is happening and what is not happening and what should happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he would tell you definitely, being around me, he'll say, but you like to fight, boy. But people don't see me fighting because the fight is not about coming out there and fighting on another brother or fighting somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Is you fighting the odds and the negativity in front of you. You understand what I'm saying? That makes you stop, that makes you halt, that makes you give up, that makes you turn back. Anytime I feel that, I feel that's why sometimes I used to win Soca Monarch and the next day I feel like, all right, I ain't good. Until somebody say, well, he maybe can't do that. And when you say that,
yeah. So you say normally when people get fight down or they say pushback, a lot of apprehension from people. Most times, some people they call up in within themselves and they quit, right? But for you, that even drive you to do more. That pushes you.
Just let me explain this. If you buy something from America, a piece of appliance, and you plug it in Grenada straight, it burn.
Right.
Simply mean the coils in that appliance is not capable of handling the voltage. You understand? So it burn, it crash. You see? Idle function and 110. That's not my current. That's not my frequency. So if you plug in now another piece of appliance that come from Europe build the appliances to take 220 current. When you plug it in, it works perfectly. You understand? Drill with anything. But then the American one, burn up, spoiled, it can't work. But you take another one that is built for that, and it works completely. They take that current and they turn it into energy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's how your mind is built. It's either you build on the 110 or you build under the 220 or you build for 220. Well, I build for 10,000. You see? I build for the 10,000 voltage. So anytime you give me that kind of current, I'm going to take it and I'm going to function better than I was functioning. You see? Some people do not know what to do with energy. So a lot of the time, some energies will spoil some people, like old appliances. You see? But I'm not an old appliance. I'm futuristic.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised at all of the support? Because in order to win, you need people to vote for you. You need fan base, right? And when you look at the people that you was up against, Popcorn, Spice, these people, they from, even look at Spice. She's from Jamaica. The population of Jamaica is even much more. So then that means that your music not only transcend Grenada, which we know, it transcend the whole entire world to have a solid fan base like this.
You know what I realized the other day? I did not even understand how popular I was. And I'm saying it plain. In the spine on there, so he will tell you, he'll be like, yo, but brother, come on. But because maybe I'm humble towards it, I went into a meeting, right? And in the meeting, after everything happened and stuff like that, some guys was talking. And they start calling people throughout Africa and different places and say, yo, look at, bro, you're my favorite artist, da 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 da. And I was surprised. And then when I really check it out, I say, but no, look at that, over Carnival time, one of my performances was doing 70-something million, millions and millions of views. You look at Oil It Up. Oil It Up is one of the most danced Caribbean song throughout Africa and around the world. You understand what I'm saying? And it have millions of views again. And Grenada is only 110,000 people.
That's what I'm saying.
So sometimes I don't even realize. Look at Roly Poly. Roly Poly is millions of views. The other day, one of my performances, you have Shaquille O'Neal and those people actually posting my performances and things like that. So I think sometimes you doesn't even realize what we really have and how far, you understand, we really reach. A guy was telling me, so after the awards, I went downstairs for breakfast next morning,
Mhm.
and I'm sitting there, and I hearing my name calling. So some people sit down right next to me and talking about me and don't even recognize it's I sitting there. You see? And the
Yeah.
conversation, George, was amazing. The conversation was amazing. Like, he almost brought tears to my eye. I just jammed myself in a corner and I just sit down there and I saying to myself, little black boy from Guam, Grenada,
Mhm.
you know, and I'm listening, I'm talking about big heavyweights
Yeah.
right there talking about me, my performance. They thought I had the best speech on the night, you know, those kind of things like that. And we think an African, where there is a whole big science happening. And listen to me, the Africans, they are working.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
And we
Yes.
need to learn and understand the science of the music and the industry, and that is why they are where they are. Also, numbers is a game. Is a numbers game.
Normal game. Yeah.
You
True.
understand?
True.
So at the end of the day, we have to learn to capitalize on the numbers we are reaching and which we are not doing as yet. But at
Right.
the end of the day, now this award is giving us an opportunity to help connect the dots, help us to collaborate in the right ways. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? And get into the right conversation. Because now we're having conversation. I really wish that next year it could be a soca category.
That's what I'm saying.
There is much more artists doing soca, much more artists than just me. It's not just me alone. But the thing is, people wondering, how come Mr. Killa in reggae and dancehall?
Mhm.
No, I do some songs. Oil It Up is a dancehall song, but that's not just why. The thing is, internationally, soca music is not recognized as a genre on its
Yes.
own.
Yes.
You see?
And that
So,
and that I firmly believe, Mr. Killer, is a conversation that need to be had, like, no, years ago, right? Why is it that soca music, yourself, Marshall Montano, even Kevin Little, Rupee got signed to Atlantic, all of these guys was on that circuit, but yet soca never got a chance to make a footprint. It always had to take on the dance hall or always had to be in a subcategory, but never a category. What is the problem with soca that soca can't reach there?
brother, we just speak about support. And the people that come out and jump up in the shows and pay to come to our shows and look at us, I want to give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for supporting us. But there is some areas we need to get supported in that we don't get support in.
Uh-huh.
You understand? One of the main standing pillars in the music industry is copyright system,
Right.
record label. Then you have distribution, you have publishing.
Mm-hmm.
Those things, I'm sure we can't really find them defending soca,
Right.
or soca has their own. So there's some people sitting in very powerful position who's supposed to help the culture move, and they don't do that. So when we talk about support, we're not talking about support just from the people who come into the shows. We're talking about support from the private sector. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about support from the government, from the cultural foundations,
Mm-hmm.
and I say the deep offices.
Right.
You see, we need support from the deep office,
Yeah.
and if we can pull those heads together, then automatically we will have certain things in place.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have certain investment. You see,
Mm-hmm.
the other day, I don't want to go back on that, but the other day we had a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
When we don't have the conversation, Judge, I hear some people talking about, oh, ungratefulness and this and that, and they were speaking about the government. And I wanted to ask them, what did the government really do? You see? I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to sit down and outline all the things, the great things that the government did for me as an artist or for the art form? Where did they push culture? You see? Or did I get rewarded by me doing all the great things, which by some of the rewards, when you sit down and you calculate it, it's nowhere close to how someone should be rewarded for what they are doing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in that kind of behavior, we don't have no faith in our young kids that wants to do music because it feels like there is no way to put that talent. We have no faith in our brothers and sisters who are talented. You understand? We give them no incentives. There is no infrastructures, none of those things in place. You see? We're having a conversation. The guy told me in Nigeria alone, there is 1 million, 1 million artists, you know, 1 million artists who has a budget. So what about the rest? So you're talking about 4 or 5 million.
Yeah.
So it's a numbers game.
Yeah. Yeah. And guys, if you just join us, this is very, very important conversation. I want you guys to share it. We're speaking here with Mr. Killa, and Mr. Killa just won a FEMA award. For, is it a FEMA or FEMA?
A FREMA.
A FREMA, sorry, a FREMA award. This is not only a good look for Mr. Killa, but this is a tremendous look for the musical art form. Right, he won in a dancehall category. However, now we've seen a lot of push to get soca music there. We had Latin, and of course they have bigger population, bigger budgets, and it seems like as much as all these artists have been pushing, we're yet to see soca take on a Grammy or soca nominate or soca category in the Grammy. And we're hearing that even Afrobeats will have a category in the Grammys very soon. What happened to soca? What is it that soca need to do, soca artists need to do in order to propel into the next the next phase of where it is? Or is it just stagnated? What is the real problem? So that's where we are right now. And also, guys, we open up the phone line from the beginning, so if you want to chime in at any point in time, the number right there on the screen, you could call and talk to Killa. We also have Spine. We're going to jump to Spine in a little bit to hear what he has to say on this. But this is a conversation, guys, in how we could move forward and improve the brand of soca music. Again, Mr. Killa. Let me bring in Spine. Spine, my brother, how you doing?
Everything is blessed, man. Everything is good.
Nice.
Give thanks for life. Give thanks for this little meeting here. We could always, have a reason. Is always a blessing.
Absolutely. Spine, we spoke a few years ago, I think around 2020, when Killa made it victorious in the Soca Monarch in Trinidad. We spoke the after that as well.
When the vex we
yeah, we spoke that time there too. Tell us from your projection, from where you sit, Spine, you do a lot of music. Where is soca music right now?
Soca music, well, we are fairly young genre when you look at the rest of the world, soca music is a little over 50 years. So
right.
Soca and dance same age bracket. But if you look at dancehall, where dancehall is, and when you look at soca, where soca is, they a little further than us in terms of the world stamp. Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's a factors that we need to look at. Why is that the case? One, dancehall, which came from reggae, they don't function on that. I find the engine that they work with, or the speed that they produce under volumes, that is a numbers game. So because of that now, there's more artists and there's more genre is concerned on a world scale. Because of that now, other stakeholders saw opportunity to invest in that, because obviously definitely there will be more returns. It's business, right?
Right.
But where soca is concerned, put around a certain season. So in other words, we run in a shop and we open the shop for 3 weeks or the rest of the year. That is what we continuously do with soca. So the break. But I am seeing now that it is changing. Where more carnivals are around the world now. So you find the artist that is in the industry in the air because they keep it busy because now there's more outlets that the artist could venture in. One good thing. So because of that, now the stamp on the world, you find we now starting to make a little more mark. We have where publishing and distribution is concerned, that's ahead. Where that is concerned. We never really care. All we focus on, even if our focus is always to mash up effect or wind down low on the road. We can't publish that too much to the world. Our music, the topics that we sing, the topics that we touch on, we need to be a little more emotions and more topics, you know, that people could feel, you know, and vibe to now.
Yeah.
So we
hold on thought there. Fine. Hold on thought this fine. Your audio kind of breaking up a bit. We'll try to fix that. But Killa, I'm sure we'll fix your audio. It's kind of cracking up a bit. Killa, do you think in order for a soca artist to make it big on the world scale, that artists have to somehow niche down or slow down the music or kind of blend it a little bit in order to cross over? You think that soca could stand alone as a category, especially fast-paced soca? What do you think?
Well, you see, soca is a versatile, with a very I would think a very versatile genre. As we look at it, even if our topics seems to be I don't want to use the word limited, but what has been used in soca has been in a small bracket for years. As you would say, it's the jump, the wave, the wind down low. It's about, and also about fun, good time, mash up the dance. You know what I mean? I think the BPM of soca could be modified and be fed to the international market. Now, the fast soca may not be accepted at first, because if you look at Africa have music that is as fast as soca.
Yes.
But what broke internationally is the slower pace music that can be blended with the other international music, you know, that has bigger and more international and interactive I was not interactive, but emotional topics. You understand what I'm saying? When you look at Afrobeat is the music that has a lot of love in it, connectivity, and then you have they speaking about things of the community and quells of you know what I mean, of the country and things like that. So I would say at the point we at the moment, we would have to stick to our culture, but be able to modify.
Right.
You see? Be able to modify. So if we looking to get out there and we have soca at 160, we have to make sure we have 10 of that. We also have 10 of the 110 speed. You know what I mean? And things like that. So we can feed the international market while we still service our market. And that is my method at the moment. I want to do music that I can collaborate with anything, anybody, any genre. You know what I mean? And mix and create flavors and then pull soca in as a tug. You know what I mean? Tug it in. Soca is, as I say, is a versatile, very versatile genre, more than I think we even sometimes explore with it. And you know, like during the carnival season, people say, but yo, the music getting so kind of well and people just singing anything and all that. Servicing our genre. All of that. Servicing our genre. We have to service our genre. And there is some key players in those things. We have the radio station, you know what I mean? And we have the DJs also. This is not just about the artists because it's also the DJs are very powerful also in our industry. Also what they play and what they push. So you will have younger artists following what they hear. And these days it seems like a lot of I would call it the one shot or the high. You understand? The one high or the one shot songs get more attention than the songs that we might have longevity. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm always saying Tifa Goat, Rubber Cow. You understand? And if something kicks in and it's gone. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gone. I don't know if it's just people longing to have some sort of quick fun. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of that also happening. And we have to watch that. We have to service that. So we have to do music that is good. Even I myself as an artist, I am trying to be more creative. I'm trying to create new fusions, new vibes, new energy. Me and Spine, we just sit down and well brain this thing, think about it, the vibrations, the frequencies, the things like that. And also we have to tap on the doors of certain markets to be able to get in there and then to do what you want.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to know how to also, finesse this game in the right way. Otherwise, you get stuck out the door and people can say what they want, feel what they want. That does not change, you understand what I'm saying, what it really is. So for me, I would say soca is versatile and we are way capable. Let me tell you this. Give any other genre a soca song to sing or to build.
Right.
Any other genre.
Yeah.
Give any other genre, and we can bet that today. And anybody want to challenge that, we could go. Give any other genre a soca to sing or soca to build.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
And give soca any other genre.
Yeah. And we
to
can do it.
build.
Yeah.
Or to sing.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? We could do hip hop now. I could give you a hip hop song now. You understand? I could give you a country western right now.
Right.
I could give you Afro beats right now.
Right.
You see? You could put me in a dancehall clash right now.
Yeah.
You see? So I feel like in soca we've been searching so much. We have to search so much, and soca also grew very well. I want you to also listen to this. And people don't pay attention to those things. And this is the science we sit down and we try to understand. Think about this, George. Trinidad. So Mr. Garfield Blackman, 70s, in the early 50s, going to reggae 70s, soca, right? And Mr. Rashad T.I. created this genre, right? Now, when you sit down and you start thinking about soca, you would think about where you think about? Trinidad?
Yeah.
Grenada?
Yeah.
But early days he started with Trinidad, right? And then you have St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Barbados. So now soca is not in one place. Soca spread out like this. You see? If you think about Afro beats, you have a big, powerful hub, which is Nigeria. And then, then it spread out into other parts. You see? But soca now is in little islands. When you think about dancehall, reggae, Jamaica, powerful hub. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like yet in soca, we have not really, I would say, come together
Right.
to build that hub.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? To build that hub whereby it stands strong, where we have a distribution, we have, what I mean, with publishing, and we have, serious marketing and investors in the game, because we need that push to really
So
move forward. So I
you're
feel,
saying that in this genre, it's not centralized. It's not centralized. Kind of like everybody doing their pocket of their own thing, and there's no central governance. Like how you have, I remember reggaeton. Reggaeton came out, and that was like a piece of soca that they take, and the piece of reggae that they take, and they call it
yeah,
reggaeton. But it was big. Reggaeton made it in the Grammys shortly after that, right? So it became kind of centralized. But from what I get from what you're saying and what I see and what I know is that, okay, we have Trinidad, we have Grenada, and everybody kind of doing their own thing, right?
yeah,
I just came
yeah.
from Bahamas, and there is Junkunu, and wow. Well, hold on. Let me take this call. Someone is calling. Let me see if I could bring them in. The idea is everybody have their own frame up, makeup of what they deem to be their soca, but it's not a centralized body. And that I think, if we were to centralize it, what would be the makeup of the centralization of the music? Or how would it
Well,
look?
really, really and truly, centralization of the music will be that hub that actually push the music, polish the music, have the regulations that make the music has a certain type of standard. You know
Right.
what I mean? And that hub will then share. It doesn't matter if it's two people from Grenada, one person from Barbados or St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago. You have you understand? It doesn't matter if it's shaped like that, but we need that type of organization also. You know what I mean? Or the only way that we could really do this, George, is for us to just continue the fight that we're fighting right now, break down barriers, kick down gate as artists, get in the game, and then do what we have to do and see how we can actually pull the music along.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, guys, 717-015-720. Spine, earlier we was having a little bit of a problem with your audio. I don't know if that situation has been
And well,
resolved.
out a meeting to have this conversation here with you guys. So that's probably why.
Yeah.
You know,
It
the
kind of breaking
Giselle,
up a bit. It kind of breaking up a bit. And I know you're a man. You're very, very, very focused on that aspect of it. I really wanted to get your point of view, but it was kind of cracking up a bit, and the audience are not really hearing you that well.
but you hear me better now, right?
No, I think it's kind of the same. It's kind of cracking up a bit still. I believe. The folks that's watching could chime in and let me know if you're hearing Spine. Spine, go ahead and speak. I'll let you know if
You see, I
how it's
wanted
coming
to
through.
add to what Killa was saying, right? Now, if you go back to the history of our music and you look at all these songs from our genre, which is soca, that had international record, you will find likes of Kevin Little with Tempted to Touch, with Kevin Little with Turn Me On,
Union,
Rupee with
yeah.
Tempted to
Tempted to
Touch,
cut Rupee.
Soul,
Yeah.
and a few other songs, KMC with Soul on Fire, and every one of those songs was signed to a label. Every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of them had similar BPMs.
Mm-hmm.
But most important, they were signed, were powered by engine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, one of the problem with our genre, our music, soca music, is that for Kitchen and Sparrow and even Shorty, we never had a label that was for soca music, for calypso music. We never wanted it. Come like we want to go to the junction and we want to jump in the neighbor car. We don't want to drive our own car. We have to wait on them. We have to leave on their timing. And if they feel to drop us off before the junction, well, we can't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what we need to do, we need to create, or we need to have our own vehicle, our own record label, and that is what myself and my brother Mr.Killa and our team hard for. You
Right.
know?
You're still breaking up
To
a bit,
create that hub.
Spine. You're still breaking up a bit, Spine. I'm seeing a few people saying that it's breaking up pretty bad actually on their end. But Spine, you made a very good point. Killer, to add to Spine, right? What does soca music look like? What does the framework of soca music look like? Or what's your projection of soca music within, say, the next 5 years? Where is soca music going to be from your perspective?
Well, soca music doesn't only depend on me, you know what I mean? But I can then hope that soca music is placed in the international awards and things like that as a genre. I would like for soca music to be, accepted in Africa also in a big way, because now we're talking about numbers. We think about only the US or maybe just London and those places. Soca music been beaten in those places for decades now, you see? And we created some huge soca diasporas out there. But now we want to be able to have soca flying, worldwide. I want soca to have a hit that reaches on the billboard, like our Burna Boy is on the billboard. And, it is called soca. Or it is called soca afro, or even if it's soca dance, all at least soca is in there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's what I am looking for, where more artists could become international artists from the Caribbean doing their genre, and they don't need to leave soca, but be able to create fusions, you understand, with soca flavor, soca energy. You could, you know what I mean? And let soca be that versatile genre that collaborates with everything else and bring its power, bring its excitement, you know what I mean? Brings love, its togetherness. And while talking that, I don't want to go too much into certain depths, but I had to ask myself the other day. I said, I wonder if soca music maybe causes too much togetherness, because there is,
friendly.
yeah, because there is some energies out there, really and truly, that I feel like they push the violence.
Yes.
It's easy. They like the violent music. They like, the violent sound. If we're not shooting or we're killing one another in the music, is like they don't really care about it that much. And you realize positive music kind of get pushed aside. I am asking myself those questions too. You know what I mean? But we can't stop fighting. We can't stop pushing. I think I want to say thanks to our framer for having me. You understand? For recognizing me. Well, they can't miss me because I give in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? It's hard to miss me these days. Even in the hip hop world, they have hip hop channels. You understand? Posting our performances, posting the vibes. And I come in to understand that people really, there are some big people, huge celebrities and artists and so forth, really love carnival. The other day, this brother actually came to one of our show in the Bahamas, which is Florida. You understand what I'm saying? Extremely big pop artists came to our show and came backstage and checked me and like, yo, brother, we love the vibe and we, all of those people, we still in contact. You know what I mean? Showing love about our music is like, yo, bro, this energy. It's crazy. So when people see the energy, see the vibe, it's unbelievable to them. So we just have to do more in pushing our music. As I say, I didn't even understand my popularity in Africa. There is people dressing like me, performing like me in Africa. I just found out that I think it's in Ghana. I have a whole FFF gang.
Wow. Wow. Hey, we have a call on the line. Let's get this caller in. Caller, live, where you calling us from? Hello? Yeah, caller, you live. Go ahead. Where you calling us from?
Atlanta.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. You're live.
Can you hear me, Junior?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. You're live.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to come back with Mr. Killer.
Yeah, go ahead. He's hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. Hello?
I can't hear you. You're talking in the background, so
No.
I'm not hearing.
Now, you, go ahead. Go ahead. We're hearing you.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to congratulate him and continue to break down all the barriers that he's doing. And I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of him representing Canada to the fullest.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much,
And
caller.
I want to say a special thanks to you, and all the people who actually voted for me. Thank you so so much, because I keep saying this. I can't do this alone. We can't do this alone. It's about the collective. You know, it's us as a people supporting each other and making this, possible. So thank you so much. Right now we actually in Atlanta, doing some work, new collaborations, new things happening. So yeah, Junior, I'm just working, man. And when you ask me what keeps me going, it's that dream. It's that dream, brother. And I dream of, me as a artist performing throughout Africa, Europe, the Americas, and just worldwide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flying the flag. Little country, Grenada, show them how we big and bad, Little country with big heart.
Let me see the award. Let me see the award. See the.
It's big and heavy, Junior.
What? Wow. This is.
It's
Listen,
big and heavy, Junior.
I'm gonna open up. You see that, guys? You see that? That is what dedication brings. That is what never giving up, persistence. That is what it brings. That is why when people tell you you can't do it and you defy the odds, you defy them, that is what it brings. Never giving up. That is what it brings, man. You gotta keep.
Junior, if I feel like, for any reason, you know what I mean, I start slowing down, all you have to tell me is I can't do something. All you have to tell me is just let me hear somebody feel or think that. You understand what I'm saying? And you get me started again. So sometimes you have to learn to, you don't have to wait for that, but you have to be self-motivated. But, I think that you still have people that told me that I wouldn't make it, and every single day, you know what I mean? I make sure that I prove this. And I don't have to prove nothing for no man, because the real result is for yourself. But I say, this is also fuel. So don't let people put you down. Don't let people throw you down. When things like that come towards you, it is for a reason. You have to learn to take those things and turn it into fuel. The plants show you. And we just take, excuse my language, but we just take the goat shit and turn it into manure.
True.
You understand? So when people give you shit, let it make you grow. You see, the plants will show you. So at the end of the day, we hear, and it's not about that. And we don't even like to even give that too much of fuel these days, Junior. Because as a people, I don't know when we're going to learn to just come together, when we're going to learn to support. When something is wrong, you deal with it and you move on. Because every good family, every healthy family may have an argument here and there, may have disagreements. You understand what I'm saying? As a people, and that's fine. But a lot of people function in hate. And they only function in hate because they are weak. You understand? Weak minds function different from strong minds. As I say, weak appliances get burned by the energies. You understand? And by the voltage. Strong appliances function better under pressure. So we have to understand that some people dream of the same thing that you dream of. They give 10%. When they give 10%, you give 100%.
Yes.
And then they vex with you. You understand what I'm saying? They vex with you when you succeed, and they hate you, and they're willing to cut you down because they're feeling like you have what belongs to them when they did not work for it. So you understand, the weak people will climb on your shoulders to make you look low so them could look high. When you have people around you and they keep talking things and they're bad talking and they're saying this, ask them the question, how do you know or why? And you will quickly realize that a lot of them wish to be in your position or wish to be in the position of the person that they speak of, and they cannot be there. So the only thing they could do, what they say about the fox in the grape sour,
Yeah. True.
because he couldn't reach it.
Yeah. We got
You
another
see what
caller
I'm
on the
saying?
line. We got another caller on the line. Caller, you live, where you calling us from?
I am calling from Boston. Good evening, Junior.
Hey, Boston. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening, cousin.
Bless the
Yes.
Lord, Boston
Yeah.
in the building.
You're not hearing him. You're not hearing him because the phone line is kind of cracked. But go ahead. He's hearing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause when I saw you posted up that you won, tears came to my eyes because I remember back in the day when my friend, Boss Lady, became your manager. She was told she's wasting her time. You're not gonna get anywhere. And look at you today. If there is two people on the face of this earth that are very proud of you, that is me and Boss Lady. I love you. I love you. I love you. Keep pushing. It's in our blood. Forward ever, backward never.
Forward ever.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dezo. Thank you so much. Well, nobody can tell me about Boss Lady, because Boss Lady became my manager years ago, maybe about 13 years ago. We've been doing this for a while. We've been rocking for a while. And I want to tell you this story about a level of dedication when come to Boss Lady, because we are dedicated to each other. I am a dedicated artist and she's a dedicated manager. We all have our moments when we might sit down and we feel like we don't want to get up because we might be tired. You see? And somebody need to change that situation. So yeah, you might have the day when I feel like I don't want to get up,
Yeah.
and it's not in literal terms, but not every day you might wake up and feel well, and you're gonna need somebody to still push you. And that is what we have done to each other. We had our disagreements at times. You understand? It's a healthy family, and I think that now make us function like we are blood. We literally function like we are blood. You understand what I'm saying? This is how we function. So I want to give enough love and thanks. And when I met her, she said to me, you is the best, right? In her voice, you know what I mean? She said, you is the best. You is the best. You don't have nothing like you. You see? And when you have somebody that believes in you like that, teamwork really and truly make the dream work.
True
You
that.
see? Because the artist is also as strong as his team. You see what I'm saying? And when we met, it's not that she had all the tricks up her sleeve. It's not that she had all the connections. We take our time and we grew together. I rather to deal with the person that was honest, that the person that would deal with me like if I was their own family, than the person that just come along and understand the business and might have the links and just want to take money from you. You understand what I'm saying? So we grew together in understanding each other. We grew together understanding the business, you see, and we learned to fight for each other, you see.
Yeah.
And I think that have us here to you see Boss Lady, that is the boss right there. See? Boss Lady.
Yeah. I'm sure she's watching. I'm sure she's watching. I love
Boss
it.
Lady, you know what I mean?
Killer,
So I
what's
want
next for
to
you?
say, and I want to send enough love, Boss Lady. Thank you so much for everything and for believing in me. You know what I mean? Because when some people didn't believe, as Desi say, she believed. You see, and as she said, you is the best, you is the greatest. She said, and the other one time she said, what's your price? I told her my price. She said, you're not supposed to be performing for that. So somebody came along that also knew the words.
Yeah.
You see? And works in the background and fuel each other. And here we are. Soca Monarch in Trinidad, George. My clothes was being sewn in Laventille. Right? The tailor was living in Laventille. Soca Monarch night, things running late. We didn't get a chance to actually pick up the clothes. Everything, the dancers, this and that. And Boss Lady take the taxi to go for the clothes.
Mhm.
When she reached to a certain road, the taxi driver said, "No, I'm not going up there." You know, she literally got out of the taxi and walked up that hill.
Oh wow.
You hear me? She walked up the hill in the night, found the people, get the clothes, and come back out. I say, you're well in your head. She
Wow.
said, "Map." She said, "Map, we have to get it done." Da, 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 da. So sometimes you also need somebody who kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Wow. 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 Hold on, Killa. We have somebody else on the line. We have someone else on the line. Caller live.
So,
Where are you calling us from?
Yes, I'm calling from Brooklyn, Crown Heights. Good night.
Brooklyn, New York. Go right ahead.
Brooklyn.
I am so proud of this young man, Hollis Map. He raised Grenada nose. Just imagine a little country, our country, on the map, you know, in this world.
Yes.
And we Grenadians should be proud. You know, Junior, what brought me to tears when I saw him, I was at my job, and I'm telling you, people didn't know him. I mean, people who I work with, and I was looking at the Fox News with him and Rosanna, which is a wonderful, news
Yes.
anchor, and
Yes.
the way he was talking, and somebody I work with the Jewish people, and this woman who I work with, she said to me, she said, "Who is this person?" And you know what I said to her? I said, "This is our icon of Grenada, Carriacou, Pitimotic." And she smiled because she didn't even know who was the person.
Wow.
And she sat down and she was looking at it. And I was so proud. I smiled when I tell her that's our icon. And I'm so proud of him to know that, he take us this far as a small country,
Yeah.
and raise our nose with I love his music. Some people may not, some people gonna love it, but I love his music and what he brings to Grenada. And not only to Grenada, but to the Caribbean. And we Grenadians should be proud. And the last thing I want to say, you know what, in the near future, if Grenada, you see these people like him, Kirani James, and all those who step forward and do all this wonderful things for our country, I think in the near future they should build something like a museum, come together, they can fund it and build a museum where you can have athletes and you can have musicians and you can, like a museum displaying of the talent and what they did and where
Yeah.
they grow up. It would be very wonderful.
Yeah.
Because these people are our icon. They contribute a lot to our economy and a lot to our country. So I just want to congratulate him because when I saw that in Texas where he got that award, tears come to my eyes because I said, listen, if he can do it from St. John's where he's from, who is other people in Grenada that cannot rise just like him? Just imagine he comes from Moncton, a small youth like this.
Yeah.
And look, he's on the international stage. So if he can do it, anybody in Grenada could do it.
As
so
long
I just
as
want to congratulate him.
as long as they put in the work and they're persistent, that is what it is.
Yes.
Don't give up.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
caller. We
Okay.
appreciate you. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Good night.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
I want to say special thanks to that caller. Just like how I brought tears to her eyes, it's like she's trying to bring tears to mine. You know what I mean? And Junior, I'm a skin raise here. You know what I mean? Because I want to say this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, caller. And it's when you hear little things like that, because a lot of the times you're doing great things, but you don't even. Sometimes you're so deep working that you don't even get rewarded properly. You know what I mean? That people don't even get to reach you and say those things to you. You know what I mean? So thank you so much. And it's people like you that keep me going, keep me fighting, and keep me doing this thing. But I want to say this. She made a very, very important point, and I keep saying this all the time. Junior, you know how my journey was. This journey wasn't just the easiest one. I struggled. At times I suffer on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to prove that if I did it, somebody else could also do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want the youths to prove that to me also. I want to prove to them that I can do it. So I can show somebody else that it is possible to do that. That we don't just have to stay down and think that, okay, we come from a poor family, or I didn't go to university. You understand what I'm saying? So then I cannot make it on this planet. You have a system that hangs that kind of charge over our head, and we need to stop that. We need to start believing in our talented children. Remember, the father say that every man was born with diversities of gifts. You understand? A man might be a preacher, but the next one a footballer. Completely different. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we have to pay attention. We have to look at our educational systems and find the gems, because if I did not have the strength that I have, I would have already quit. And that's why I want to say this, Judge. The other day when we had the conversation about what might be wrong or whatever it is, some people might listen and they don't even understand my heart. And I want to say this, and let me go back there just for a second. I was speaking about the administration before, right? And certain things that I feel like could have been way better. Some people get vexed and upset. You see, because there is a lot of people that does a lot of foolishness, and they don't like nobody to speak about it. You see, and when I speak not just for myself, but for the youths that are being damaged, the youths that are being forgotten, neglected. You see, that is full of talent, just like me and Kirani and other and more things. You see, so when I speak, I didn't speak for myself, and it is the truth. Where youths turn into drugs, where a lot of crime is going to start happening that might be strange to our country, simply because those talents are not being harnessed where they are going to put it. And somebody start talking about, oh, yeah, I'm grateful, I'm putting up picture with me and the former prime minister. And I want to educate them. I want to show them this. If me and the Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell is standing in the same room, and somebody make a mistake and attack him, I will fight with my whole life. I will defend him. You see? Because it's not about the human that he is. It's about the application. And in some sectors, the application might have been right and strong. And in some application, he might have been weak and wrong. Because we're only human. So this is not about personal things like you hate somebody, because I don't have I don't have that kind of heart to wake up and hate things. You see? What we do, we shape and we shake things to make it bigger and better. So if I'm doing something wrong, somebody have the right to reach out to me and say, yo, brother, watch me now. You know what I mean? Wait. Shake up and see where it is. I'm going to take it because it might be constructive criticism. That is why I reach where I reach. You know how much time I do things when I was just coming up and a man say, yo, Killa, well, don't do that on stage. When I used to be dancing, a man say, yo, Killa, stop holding your scotch like that. But holding my scotch is not because I'm thinking about something sexual. It's a comfort thing. I'm pulling up my pants. It makes me feel better. It's just a habit. I listened to that. He said, Killa, what kind of thing is that you're doing? And I listened to that. It was constructive criticism. I didn't hate him, and I don't think that he hated me. You see what I'm saying? So we need to see things in a bigger and a better light. And the problem is not just about the prime minister. It's also about some of the same people that are talking now, the teams, because I go to the office one time and I had to get something done, and he almost take me 3 years simply because the team wasn't functioning, which they might have the man in the position which he in right now. So they should blame themselves, and not when somebody speak about it, and not just blame him alone, but the weak, you understand, the weak tentacles and the weak branches that they are. You see, broken twigs, they don't function. You see? And then he might end up in the hot water all the time, because most of the time when your team function or something can happen, oh, the prime minister, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this. So this is not about hate. This is about what is the best. If we in the ocean right now, and we're on a big ship, there is 2 captains on board. One captain is specialized in rough water. One captain is specialized in smooth sailing. We leave port and it was smooth sailing. You see? But then come the rough water. Who would you want to drive the boat?
That's right.
You would want the sailor that is specialized in rough water to drive the boat because now it's stormy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does that mean that you hit the next sailor? It is what best for the ship because the ship might sink. You understand what I'm saying? And that is the right of any person, whoever want to take that personal, that is completely fine to them. What I come with is love and I come with is unity. So I'm just saying this and I just want to share this as a point to show people it is not about waking up and trying to hate somebody because that does not fix the problem. It's how we can actually make it better. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not true.
How we can make it better.
You know what's happening as you're speaking about politics. What happened is that people are politically blinded, right? I believe that they don't see past.
But it's not, I don't even feel it's politically blinded. I think people are consciously blinded, brother. Because I didn't have to go to no political school. I don't have to go study politics. A lot of it common sense make me for book. You understand what I'm saying? So even just as in families, this is a problem that we have. They taught us how to hate each other and not to have dialogue and constructive criticism taken in the right way.
True.
Junior, there is families that grow up as good family. A brother and a next brother have some little problem one day, and this brother hate this brother to death, your own blood.
Yeah.
You understand? And that happens a lot in our community because we do not have that education, that capacity. You understand? Common sense is not even common no more. Where we have to then have the ability to value things. You understand? Of what is the real importance here and the bigger picture. So some people might sound very intelligent and they might have all the book sense. They go to university and they work for this and they do that. Really and truly, you put them to run your community and you die.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because they do not have the application that is necessary. Because they also make us think in our community that sophisticated is better than simplicity.
Yeah.
When really and truly, life is simplicity. You understand what I'm saying? The machine is complicated for us to understand. You understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you breathe out and you don't breathe in, you die. You see? If you wake up in the day and you don't eat, you die.
Yeah. And it's simple as that.
It's simple.
Yeah.
If you eat good and you exercise and you do the right things, you'll be healthy. If you don't, you will be sick. You see what I'm saying? So what about our community? If you invest in your people and you invest into your youth, your future will be strong.
Yeah.
It is the same thing. It's a body of people. So if you feed the body will become strong. If you starve the body, then the body becomes weak. Then what happens? The organs start going. Your heart start getting weak. You understand? But what they don't understand, after a time, if you're starving the body as the mind, because remember the government is the mind, government mean to take charge, men mean mental, so it means to take charge of the minds of the people. Then automatically when you start starving the body because you want to maybe control the body however you want, your organs is going to go bad. And those organs is still going to come back and attack the brain. You understand? Which is the same head. So automatically the whole entire body becomes weak. Bet your bottom dollar is only a matter of time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So with a strong mind, feeding the body. If you feed in the body, then what we gonna do? End up with head alone? You have to feed the body.
True. Listen, guys, Killa, you know when we get on, we talk forever. I have a 9 o'clock flight to jump on.
Sir.
And I mean, listen, and people know when we start this conversation don't end. We could go on forever. And it's always a great pleasure having Killa on. Killa, we're gonna close it off here, right? I mean, I'm seeing everyone wishing you, congratulating you. The congratulation extend to us as from us to you as well. And I just want to find out, Killa, what's next? What you're going to be doing next? What is your next projection? What's your next project? What could we'll be looking out for from Killa within the next couple of weeks or months or even year? Killa there? Okay, Killa got a call. All right, guys. So Killa got a call. You guys still have an opportunity to call. If you want to call in 718-701-5720. That's where you could reach us at 718-701-5720. Chatting here with Mr. Killa. Oh, here he is. Yeah, Killa. So on a closing note, Killa, what's next for you? What's next for you?
Junior, at the moment, I have the most immediate thing is to make the children of Grenada happy this Christmas.
Right.
That's what I want to do. Right? HMF Foundation helping mold a future. We win the award. We did that. Right? So that was a success. Even before that, we already started preparing for this. So we have some beautiful people that came on board, donating toys and stuff like that. The foundation, this is also like a startup vibe for the foundation. I did the food drive and stuff like that in the pandemic, but we didn't really launch the foundation on a whole. So we're just getting ready to really launch the foundation, HMF Foundation. There's a group of people that is just on board. I got a call from Ms. Faye Noel the other day. We have, different people just coming in. We have Michelle Passy and them from Canada on board. We have so much people just came on board. And what we're going to do is actually release that information. So we're going to show the people who is also helping, who wants to be shown. You know what I mean? Because I want to show people what we really supposed to do. So as a community, you're going to check out the website. You could also become a member. And let's make the children happy. You do your donations, you could donate 2 toys. Even if it's 2 toys, even if it's 1, it's accepted. Just make a child happy. So that's next for me in the pipeline. But when it comes to musically, brother, I cannot even explain it. I just wanna work. I just wanna do music. I want to express myself. I want to explore. Collaborations is coming. Look for new things, more music video. We just dropped 1 music video, Lollipop. You understand? Yeah. Check out that Mr.Killa Lollipop. And we just want to soar. So in music, when man plan, God laugh. So I'm not the greatest planner, right? Okay, but I have the greatest intentions. I know where I'm going. You understand what I'm saying? I am the greatest navigator. You see what I'm saying? So we
have a final caller on the line. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Long Island.
Long Island, go right ahead, Long Island.
Yeah, I want to congratulate Mr. Killa.
Yes.
But I want to ask you to bring back that topic another time. The topic in reference to the soca not being part of the Grammys.
Right.
But I think part of the reason is because we don't support our own music. So I now it's late. Your program is almost over.
Yes.
So I would appreciate if you would bring that back on another time. So we can really get into that, because it's about high time now. Since from Roaring Lion in the 1930s, and now we're in the 2000s, and we still can't get. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
So
you understand what I'm saying, brother? You understand what I'm saying?
You should revisit that topic.
All right, we will. Yeah? Thank you so much, caller. We appreciate you. All right.
Okay. Good night.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. We will come back on that topic. There's a lot to discuss and try to understand what is the bottleneck, what is the real problem. But we got to run. Time is really upon us. Killa, we'll chat again, my brother. We'll stay in touch.
Yeah, most definitely. And I just want to say this. This does not last forever. You understand? This does not last forever. When we have a moment to run through the gate, we have to do it then. Mm-hmm. So this is the time for us to support the movement, come on board, and let's make this great. You understand? This is not about me alone. This is about the nation. Mm-hmm. I don't worry about no other man talent or next man listen. I wish them luck, and I will help them grow anytime. This is how it's supposed to be. And I want all the artists outside there to listen to that, because you have some artists, George, I never come out and talk because as a man, I was just do my thing and work quiet, you know that. But you have some of them will fight the fight, mash my fingers, try to kick it. They won't do it in front of my face, but behind my back, and promoters will call and say, yo, this artist say they don't want you on this show and they don't want this and it's big artists. And those things happen for years. And now we don't accept those things no more. You check what I'm saying? It's time to shake down the place and shake down the dance, and we don't take that challenge neither. You see, now it's time for us to do what we're supposed to do and do it in the right way and stand up strong because we're strong, you see? And sometimes that's why, George, you take your time and you grow. You grow to be a tree that you can stand the hurricanes that come. You see, when you're young, you take your time. You don't fight certain fight, and you say, but now is a time when we as soca and we as the artists who is spreading the love and want the unity to demand that. You understand? And it's love and blessings, and together we stand divided, we fall. You know how the thing go.
Definitely. Killa, once again, thank you so much, man, and we'll keep in touch. All right?
And thanks to all fans for this. Big up Mother, the Almighty Father, big up FFF gang, big up, you understand, Rebel Team, Rebel in the office in Grenada. Shout out to the whole team, you don't know, big up yourself, Boss Lady, K Money, everybody, Dancer, Flex, you understand, big up all yourself, the whole team, yo, Zaz, Doc, everybody, yo, Patrick, the whole team, DJ Playboy, big up all the DJs, all they playing Mr.Killa, playing all soca artists, playing the young artists, everybody, Junior, big up yourself, too. And I love to all the fans, I love you, and we're about to give a good set of trouble here. We're about to give trouble in the dance.
Good
trouble in the dance.
Big up yourself. We'll keep in touch, guys. Yeah, guys, listen, it's always a pleasure having Killa on. As I said, when Killa come on the program, normally me and Killa talk for 2 hours, seriously, because there is so much depth to this brother. There is so much depth, so much things that we could have talked, speak about. Just didn't have the time to do so. But of course, Killa is welcome back at any time, and every time he come with some positive energy. That's what it's about. It's about positive energy, not cultivating negative, nasty, swamp-like energy. Clean, positive energy. That's what we want. And that's what we promote. That's what we're talking about. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program once again. I got to tell you this, guys, because we are still having our $6,000 big money bingo, and that's going to be on the 23rd, $6,000 virtual bingo right here and Right Along Live. This is how you could play, and this is how you could win. Check this out, and we'll be right back. Again, guys, so if you wanna get your ticket for the Ride Along Bingo, which is going to be on the 23rd, you could go to ridebuy.com right now. That's ridebuy.com, RIDEBY.com, and get your tickets tonight. Tickets are still holding at $20, and you could win up to $6,000. You could get 5 tickets, guys. 5 tickets for $80. 5 tickets for $80, and you can get it right now at ridebuy.com. As I said, guys, from tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going to get there in time, but from tomorrow evening, we're going to be in Ghana and doing a series of programs from tomorrow up until the 29th. So for the whole next week, we're going to be live from Ghana, connecting with fans, supporters, friends, and family over there, and just bringing you some live coverage from the motherland. We're going to be in Africa, Stay tuned, guys, because I think we're 5 hours different. So I might come on sporadically. It might be awkward time for me, but it might be good time for you. Or sometimes it might be awkward time for you, but good time for me. But just make sure you get notification. Click that make sure you follow the page to get notification. Some people say that they haven't been getting any notification. I don't know why. But Facebook do some weird stuff from time to time. So make sure you get a notification or keep checking the page regularly for whenever we go live, because we're going to be coming again live from Ghana from tomorrow up until the end of next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program again, guys. On behalf of all our production team here, our executive producer, Lois JJ, thank you so much. Kibbs, Gail Charles, and Deanne Fraser, we say good night. Have yourself a great afternoon. And also, guys, don't forget, if you have a business and you want to advertise, please contact us. And we will get your business viral right here on The Ride. Good night. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Stop. Listen, don't move. I got some important information for you. Ride Along Live is moving to TikTok. And we want to take you along with us. I'm beginning to have some serious second thoughts about this. No, I'm not going to be dancing or nothing like that. You won't see that. But it's going to be excitement. It's going to be fun. And we're on TikTok.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
So click the link